Oh, what's going on? We're gonna do an Apple Watch story time. Story time. Get on in here. Get on in here. Apple Watch story time. So yeah, I've been seeing Apple Watch do a couple of interviews, and in one of the interviews, she said she don't know if she was a bully, and that kind of touched me because me and Apple Watts hung around the same amount of people, well, the same people in our early 20s. We're around the same age. So we hung around the same amount of people. When I say same amount, I mean the same crowd, basically. And she was never really a bully. She was boisterous about, um, people disrespecting her or going against her, but she was never a bully. And I just wanted to, just give a story time of a couple of things that took place. Good afternoon from Chicago. Um, yeah, so we're both from South Central, and the gay scene in South Central is small. So if you were a popular LGBTQ, you knew the next popular LGBTQ. And Apple Watts was a stripper at one of the LGBTQ clubs called Thirsty Thursdays or something like that. And she was a stripper. That's what she allegedly had got her body done in Mexico or whatever. And she was always a cute girl. She was a stripper at this one of these LGBTQ clubs that was for girls and guys. It was like a mixture, this particular one. And I would go all the time, and she was a stripper. And um, the crowd that I hung with had a stud girl, and she started dating the stud girl that I hung with. That was like one of my best friends. That was in my group of people that I ran with in the LGBT community. And so she was always cool. She was never really smart mouthed or nothing like that. So I was just wondering, like, why her friends not telling her she wasn't a bully. She wasn't smart mouthed, but we grew up in South Central. When you cute or got something going on and you grow up in South Central, you got to have some type of backbone to you. You got to have a mouth, some type of backbone to you in order to be able to, because people be haters. So, just a quick story time. One time, before she started dating the girl, the stud girl that I was acquainted with, when we was just like, she would speak to my homegirl. She was very cool, my homegirl that was inside my group, and she would speak to me in because I was with her or something like that. We never really got that cool, but she was kind of cool with people that was in my group, which made us speak cordially. This is before she was on Love and Hip Hop and all this. So one time, child, we went to another LGBTQ club, gay club in West Hollywood called The Arena. And for those of you that know, child, y'all know The Arena was known for thumping and rapping. They'd be fighting inside the club, or you'll be fighting in front of the 7-Eleven down the street or whatever. Child, I done fell victim to it a couple of times. But this one particular night, we was at the arena, and we were upstairs where they play the um, urban music at. And I'm upstairs, I'm partying with my friends. Hey, hey. So Apple Watts walks in. She walks in, she comes upstairs, she walks in, she got her heels on, she got her hair done. She's walking around. It was like a group of Hispanic girls, um maybe about 6 or 7 Hispanic girls. And I don't know if my niece told me about the club. Oh yeah, you know about the arena? The arena used to be popping. But so it was about 6 or 7 Hispanic girls. And I don't know if Apple Watts bumped into one of them or what. I just know she started fighting one girl, one Hispanic girl. Boom, 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 boom. When I say they snatched onto her head, they locked onto her head and started yanking her every which way in that club. Mind you, it's like a smooth floor. She got on heels, and it's like 6 or 7 Hispanic girls Majority of them are yanking her hair, but she's fighting the one that is in front of her. But when I say she would not let that one that she was fighting go, they yank her. She would sling the girl with her. I mean, boom, 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 slinging the girl with her. They yank her another way. She'll grab another girl. Boom, boom, boom. Mind you, all in heels though. I haven't seen no girl fight like that, and then with heels on, and all my life, baby. Now I done see some thumping girls, but I ain't seen no girls able to thump like that with heels. When I say they was slamming her, when she would hit the ground, she would hop back up on her feet like in 2.5 with heels on, getting back up on her feet, squabbling with all the girls. I mean, they yanking her every which way up on that dance floor, just yanking her, yanking her. She just boom, 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 boom. When I say she fought all 6 or 7 of them girls, and they would not let her hair go, but she kept fighting them every which way but loose, baby. She fought them every which way but loose, and they kept yanking her hair, baby. Would not stay on that ground, baby. She kept hopping up to the next one. Boop, 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 boop. That snatch of her hair, that was just doo, doo, doo. So finally, security broke them up. Security had to pick her up and pull her down the steps. Child, and they got the, Hispanic girls, and they went on about their way. But child, me and my friends talked about that for weeks. Child, we talked about that fight for weeks. When I say she hung with every last bit of them, every last one of them, and they was yanking her hair, I guess to get her off balance, and she would not, even if she hit the ground, she would be back up in 2.5 seconds. And I always thought about that every time I would see her after that. I would be like, this is one fighting girl. Like, this is one fight girl. I don't know if she ever did it on the internet when she got on Love and Hip Hop and all that. She probably didn't show, but baby, Apple Watts is one fighting girl. She was one fighting girl. Then, so, time went on. She ended up talking to my stud home girl, and later on, she ended up, becoming on Love and Hip Hop, and then, she ended up having her accident or whatever. But it's just unfortunate that she was just trying to wonder if she was a bully or not. And I just wanted to clear that up. I'm like, no, she wasn't no bully, but she wasn't like no pushover. You get what I'm saying? She wasn't a pushover. So, and coming from where we come from, South Central, you have to, and you want to look a certain type of way or dress a certain type of way, you cannot be a pushover. You cannot be a pushover. That's just, that's just where we come from. You can't be a pushover. Mm-hmm. And but to go into like seeing her accident and her saying that like, nobody is there now, everybody is gone. I just want to touch a little bases on that. That's just how life works. When you up, everybody want to be around you. When you down, and you down to where they figure you're no benefit of theirs, everybody will be long gone, including family. Including family. Oh, Carla, your family from Inglewood? Yeah, so you should know. Yeah. She keeps it straight, no chasing, and stands up for her friends. Yep, she keep it straight, no chasing. That's right, baby Valkyrie, straight, no chasing. Apple Watts straight. Like her mouth was always like, she ain't letting it slide. Like, you feel me? You know how some people let a little smart comment slide? She was the kind of ghetto girl that was nice and pretty. But if you say something, she would be like, woo, woo, woo. Like, it would, you could say a light thing and she would clock it, and, she ain't letting nothing slide, basically. She wasn't letting nothing slide. But she wasn't a bully. Like, she wasn't the one that starts an altercation. And it's just, it is kind of heartbreaking that she went through that. And then she said, like, even her mother is not there for her. And it's just like, you don't know who you really have. When you really down and out, you don't know, like, that'll show you everybody will be long gone. That's just how it works. But I just wanted to do a little Apple Watch story time, my experience with her before she got on Love and Hip Hop, and talk about how good that girl could fight. Child. Baby, that girl, I was like, let me tell these people, baby, that I ain't seen a girl fight like that, and it's been about 12 years later, 15 years later, I still have not seen a girl fight like that in my life, baby. Apple was fighting them group of girls for her dear life, and she was not letting up. Yeah, I'm praying she bounced back as well. Hopefully she bounced back. She's going to therapy and doing what she got to do. So hopefully therapy works out, um, and she's able to recover some. Child, she was throwing, and she was always strong because when she would be at she would strip at the club, she would slide across the floor, child, do like flip back up, child. She was always strong, and she would do a split, child, and she would make that booty bounce, child. So she was always like kind of like upper body strong. When she would be stripping at that LGBTQ club, she would be doing a lot of stuff on the floor, a lot of strength, build like strength, strong stuff. Right, right. 15 years ago, she was in her prime. When I say she was throwing down, baby. Back in England, she was throwing with the Hispanic girls. Baby, she was throwing down. And they was trying to snatch her every which way but loose, but she would not let up. And it was like 6 or 7 of them. And I was just looking like, dang. When I say we wasn't really that cordial back then, like at that moment, she hadn't started talking to my stepdad girl yet, but when I say she held her own, she held her own. She didn't need no help. She held her own. Yeah, she do keep her little stud. She had my little stud on, girl. She will keep a little stud. hmm But that's all right. That's all I wanted, y'all. I wanted to give y'all that little story time because I seen her interview. So I guess I'll come back later, child. All right.